Welcome back, and thanks for joining us on another episode of The Bite.
For this episode, we have much more exciting athletic news to share with you, from track updates to the Athlete of the Week and much more.
Stay tuned. I'm Alex Sefka.
And I'm Hannah Whiteford, and this is The Bite.
With athletics being a big part of our school, the Athletic Association Club has evolved in many ways with new advisor, Mr. Domino. Hannah talked to President of the Athletic Association, Lucas Bush, for more information on the club and how it has gotten more students involved.
This year, Athletic Association has a new advisor, Mr. Domino. He has revamped the club so there's more student participation, and he's revamped some old activities. Wax News got a chance to sit down with advisor Mr. Domino and club officers Lucas Bush and Sam Cansdale. Hear what they had to say.
We did the badminton tournament this year, and that went pretty well.
Yeah, we did do badminton tournament last year as well.
Right.
So
I think we advertised it more because we got a lot of people to go.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. We bought shirts and we designed shirts.
So they're still for sale. They're $15. We've sold about a third of them, so we're on our way. But they're available right in my room, 216.
$15. That's it.
Well, we're gonna try and have some kickball and some other events. I wasn't there for all of that.
Yeah.
But,
We're gonna have like field games, like cornhole, and hopefully can jam.
Yeah, but just try and get everyone having some fun, for the end of the school year. Get everyone's, exams over with. Just trying to have a good time.
Be sure to keep an eye out for more details on their upcoming end of the year activity. From Wax News, I'm Hannah White.
All right, well, with that, we'll be back in just a bit, so don't run away.
You're scrolling through your newsfeed, maybe watching someone's story, and something jumps out and makes you feel uncomfortable. So you just keep scrolling. You think it's probably nothing. But can you be sure? Report violent or suspicious activity to your school resource officer or school personnel immediately. You can report this activity in person or anonymously online at aldenschools.org/tips. If you see something, say something.
Welcome back to The Bite. We still have a lot of exciting information to share with you.
Athlete of the Week is a very high honor here at Alden High School. Only 2 athletes are chosen out of all the other spring student athletes. This week's winners were Emma Wostowski from varsity softball and Cole Carpenter from varsity boys track. Alex found out what they had to do to earn this accomplishment and how it feels to be chosen for this award.
Each week here at Alden High School, we recognize one male and female athlete who has had recent success in their respective sport. This week's winners is Cole Carpenter of boys varsity track and Emma Wostowski from girls varsity softball. Let's see what they had to say about winning this award.
I went 4 for 6 with 4 RBIs, and over 5 games I had 8 RBIs. It feels good, like all the hard work we put in and I put in over the time paid off.
Cole Carpenter's response to winning Athlete of the Week is, "It's all about staying focused for me and beating goals I've set for myself. I have to thank Mr. Cornwell because the only reason I run track is because he told me to do it to keep myself in shape for football back in 8th grade. And now I have fallen in love with track, and I always am trying to be the best athlete that I can be. I feel very accomplished about winning Athlete of the Week since I don't currently attend Alden High School. So it's exciting that my success is noticed." Congratulations to both Cole and Emma, this week's Athlete of the Week. From Wax News, I'm Alex F.
It's no secret that STEM careers are pretty male-dominated. Our producer, Samantha Bizup, was curious about why this is and what we can do to change this. Alden is fortunate enough to have a teacher driven by her passion of including girls in STEM. Mrs. Buell shared some of her insight on the situation and what she has discovered throughout her time involved with this discussion.
So when you think about STEM, there's a lot of different kinds of STEM. There's, science, technology, engineering, math. Women make up about 62% of social sciences, and they do a lot more having to do with the human body. But when it comes to engineering, specifically like mechanical engineers, only about 7.9% of mechanical engineers in the United States are women. That's an insane statistic.
It is common knowledge that the STEM field is dominated by men. If you go into a STEM classroom at a local college and look around, you are only bound to see a few women. This issue impacts the future of a booming field. Mrs. Buell, Alden's technology teacher and one of 9 female technology teachers in Western New York, explains the importance of involving girls in STEM, especially at a young age.
Well, one of the big reasons why it's really important for girls to get involved with STEM careers, programs, things like that is because one of the big reasons why we don't have a lot of representation in those fields is because there aren't girls in those fields. So if you think about it, when you look up to people, you typically look up to people who are similar to you. So when you look at like your doctor, if your doctor's male, you're gonna think, oh, a lot of doctors are male. A lot of nurses are female, so then you think nurses are female. Or you look at construction workers on the side of the road when you drive past them. If you don't see a female among them, you're not gonna think, oh, I'm a girl, I could do that too. There's a lot of social kind of things that we're fighting constantly, and that's one of the major ones. If you don't see somebody who looks like you, then you're not gonna wanna go into that.
The solution is simple. In order to encourage girls to enter STEM programs, we need to show them women in STEM. Representation is truly everything in this situation. If a girl doesn't see a woman as a scientist, an engineer, or a mathematician, how does she know that she is capable of becoming one?
It's why you see a lot of people who have parents who are educated or highly educated and working in different fields going into those fields because they're aware of them. My dad was a computer scientist, so I grew up with programming constantly. Like I knew binary by the time I was 4. So uber nerd, whiteboards in the living room doing math equations, like that's what I grew up with and fixing things. And so it wasn't far-fetched for me to think, oh, I could do this because I saw my dad doing it every day.
Young girls need to be told that they can enter the STEM field. Parents, teachers, and adults need to encourage them and remind them how capable they are. This is all rooted in what our girls hear adults say about them. While using the term smart to compliment a child seems beneficial, we should rethink the damage it can cause in the long run.
Girls tend to think that we're not as good as guys. Like if you look at job applications, if girls don't meet at least 70% of the criteria, we won't apply for it. But guys, if they meet 40%, they're gonna apply for it. That tells you a lot. There's also a big thing about telling kids they're smart. So if you tell a girl they're smart, they're gonna think, oh, okay, I handle this is great. But when they hit something that's hard, they're gonna think, oh my gosh, I'm not smart enough, I'm just stupid, and not push through it. So you wanna tell kids they're hardworking. And if you say if you're hardworking, then they're like, oh, I just have to push harder, and that'll help a lot of people kind of move forward. There's been a lot of, they're trying to make it so that girls feel better about what they're doing, but if you're like, oh yeah, you're just so smart, like that doesn't help, even though we think it does.
We need to remind our girls that they can do anything they put their mind to. There is no limitation to what their futures hold for them. If we want to see a diverse change in this field, STEM must be promoted to girls at young ages. The University of Buffalo is playing a role in this transformation by providing summer camps for girls interested in STEM programs. Some of the camps include the CS Explore Camp, focusing on video game programming and robotics, Tinker Camp for girls in engineering, and the Blossom Camp for girls ages 8 to 12. If you are interested in any of these camps, Alden's homepage has more information.
To get girls involved in STEM majors, one of the biggest things that I'm finding, even for guys, for anybody, is to show it to them when they're younger. If you don't show a kid something by 7th or 8th grade, their ability to go into that field when they're an adult is much lower, which sounds crazy, but that's how it is. So if someone doesn't know a welder exists, or a doctor, or people, like there's people who make the needles that they use for different types of surgeries. If you don't know that exists, then you might not know to go into that.
Involving women in STEM starts with you, so I challenge everyone to show girls what they are capable of. Allow them to grow to their full potential, and when it gets hard, remind them that they can handle the challenge. It's up to you to make the difference.
Thanks so much for joining us on this episode of The Bite. To stay up to date with the latest news, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat by searching WACS News, and visit our website at wacs.aldenschools.org. Signing out from Wax News, I'm Alex Efko.
And I'm Hannah Wakeford. See you next time.